All right, everybody. To my right, Andy Davidson, Ahmad Bradshaw, Andrew King, and Jeremy Timpf. We'll just take questions. Maddie, you first.
Okay. Ahmad, this is for you from GoBlackKnights.com. You're 2-0 to start the season. That hasn't happened since the 90s. How does it feel to be a quarterback that led a team to that kind of start?
It feels great. I don't really know how to describe it. It's a great feeling to know that we've done something that haven't been done in a while, and we really worked hard for it. So.
And then this is for both of the captains, Jeremy and Andrew. For you guys to have been on the team since you were plebes and now moving into your senior season, to just see the development and to see the hard work to come to fruition with today's game and this kind of start, what's that like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. We've been working ever since we showed up as freshmen, and we've had a lot of mentors mentor us. The new coaches came in and really pushed on me and Andrew to lead this team, and I think the guys have really followed suit, and they've been working hard. And we just got a good bunch of guys who are fighting every down.
Yeah, to piggyback off of that, we're finishing games now. We're working hard and finding a way to win. So that's the biggest thing.
Go ahead, Sal.
Andrew, did you hear the "We Want Bama" chants from the Corps cadets?
No, I thought they said we don't want another Sammy. So I think we have a Sammy on Saturday. We're gonna try to get that gone. Anybody back there?
Go ahead, Ken.
Ken Kreitzer, Sons of the American Legion Radio. I'm just going to ask Andy, the offense after the first touchdown that Rice scored really got in gear, and you got the second touchdown. Just tell us about the flow of the offense, running the ball those early drives.
So we just had to keep getting first downs. That's the key to our offense. 3 and outs kill our offense. So just keep getting first downs, and they build on one another. And just like that, we're down the field. So I think the key is just focus on getting one first down at a time.
Yeah, so just going to ask Jeremy, we knew going in that Rice would try to pass the ball, and they did, so in that first play. How did you regroup after that first play and then really build up the defense, your pass coverage after that?
Yeah, I mean, one of our goals is don't flinch, or one of Coach Munga's goals is don't flinch. So obviously we had a mental error, and we, as a defense, we need to rebound like we did. I thought we did well, and we came out a little slow in the third quarter too. So we need to keep our motivation up coming out of halftime.
Just as Andrew, your job is always putting pressure in the backfield. You had that one tremendous sack late in the game. What was your thought about implementing the game plan today?
I think we practiced well all week. We came back Saturday morning. We got after it, and that preparation showed today.
Go ahead, Sal.
Ahmad, can you talk about just playing turnover-free today for you guys and just moving the ball too?
Oh, that's did you say turnover-free?
Yeah, turnover-free.
Yeah, that's like one of our biggest goals. We do like ball protection drills and a lot of ball security drills, and that's one of our biggest goals on offense. Don't turn over the ball, and we'll have a great chance of winning if we do that.
Anybody else?
Yeah. Andy, this is for you. You got 3 touchdowns today. You just kept going and going. It was incredibly just vicious the way you were playing. Where did that come from, and what was the mindset that you had going into that?
First off, I want to say those 3 touchdowns were all the offensive line. 2 of them I practically walked in on because of such good blocking. So great performance by offensive line. Mindset-wise, it's always an attack mindset. You just got to play as hard as you can every down, and then from that, yards will come.
Go ahead, Ken.
I was just going to ask Ahmad, we've watched your confidence grow tremendously last year to this year, and how did it feel? You were really executing the pitch play well to open up the offense. Just how did you feel about your play today?
I thought the offense was able to move the ball well because we practice so hard, and I think we all have a great confidence because we prepare, and we feel like we're prepared well throughout the week of practice, and I thought we played well.
Just ask Andrew or Jeremy, just as captains, how do you feel about the start of the season, 2-0? It's certainly different than your prior years at West Point.
It feels great. It sounds a lot better than 1-1. So we're going to work and go 1-0 next week.
Jeremy?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of games ahead of us. 2 is not – we won 2 last year. I mean, we could potentially go on 10 for these next 10 games. So we got a lot of work ahead of us and a lot of practice.
All set? All right, thanks, guys. All right, Coach will start with an opening statement and then take questions.
I'm proud of our team. I'm proud of these players and our coaching staff and just the effort that they put in to give ourselves a chance like we had today to win the football game and to be where we are at this point in the season. It's been a lot of hard work and you know, today we were just fortunate to make enough plays to win. We did a really good job in the first half of responding to some things that didn't go our way. They hit the touchdown pass early in the game, and we came right back and scored a touchdown ourselves. And then the defense did a terrific job of finding a way to get them off the field. And they moved the ball some and flipped the field on us some, but we got them off the field without points. And then the second half, and we give credit to Rice. They did a really nice job defending us, knocked us back, created some negative yardage plays, far too many to make us comfortable, and made us punt the ball some. And I was glad to see our defense do the same thing. We needed them to respond at that time, and they did. They had the big play after they buried us down there in the hole at the 1 yard line. We couldn't move it out of there, and we had a very short punt, and they had a one-play drive. And those can really turn the momentum and have guys looking at each other. But our guys didn't flinch not one time. They just lined back up. We went back to work, and we were able to finish it off. And just so proud of the effort. I couldn't be more happy for our players and for them to be able to celebrate a victory over a team that's beaten us 2 years in a row.
Go ahead, Ken.
How important was it to get the offense going after you gave up the one score early to go back-to-back down the field mostly with your running game?
We weren't going to win the game 0-0, so we were going to have to score at some point. And they scored so early that I think it was just kind of, hey, okay, it's up there, and we got now 59 minutes left in the game. There's a lot of time left. Let's try to go execute and do what we do on offense and see if we can score. And I thought the first drive was a really good statement for our offense and gave us some confidence that we could block those guys and move the ball.
And we talked before the game about the importance of stopping their quarterback who likes to throw the ball to a lot of receivers. He missed some receivers, we thought. But how important was it that your pass defense work effectively today as they did?
We got some pressure on him at times when he held on to the ball. He snuck out of there a couple of times, and he runs a lot better than you think. A guy that's 6'6" or whatever he is, he's a big, long guy. And he had a couple of runs that and you worry when those guys get out of there because everybody's dropped so deep in coverage when that happens. But we got him on the ground most of the time and didn't allow him to scramble and get some first downs. They do a really nice job of finding seams to throw it to those guys on hook routes and dig routes and getting the back involved out of the backfield. And we made enough plays. And as you said, they missed a few. They left some plays out there, fortunately for us, and it was good enough to get them off the field most of the time. Our third down conversion percentage was really good today, and that's an important down for sure.
Coach,
Go ahead, Sal.
Coach, describe the emotion after the game. You stand up and you get the core cadets going, pump your fists and stuff like that. How did you feel getting this win?
There's 4,400 cadets out there that are on their feet the whole game and fighting right along with us. So they're the best fans we got. They're loud. They're into the game, and they should celebrate with us when we win.
Talk about winning the turnover battle again today and just not taking care of the ball.
I think it's the most important factor in whether you're going to win or lose the game. And it sure made a difference last week, and it made a difference this afternoon. And we had a couple other opportunities. The ball was out, and they got it back on a sack. They had a chance and had a interception that we didn't finish out. But those are plays we got to make. And as the season goes along, we're going to need those to win football games. And fortunately, those didn't cost us. But it was great to win the turnover battle. It's something we talk about. We probably talk about that more than we do anything else in terms of statistics and things that we need, or areas we need to win.
Go ahead, Charles.
Coach, first of all, congratulations on 2-0. It seems like the team's attitude going into this game was just really take care of business. Was that a reflection of this week's practice itself?
I thought the guys practiced hard. It wasn't, I don't know if it was as spirited as I wanted all the time, particularly when we have the competitions with offense and defense. But I thought they were good, hard practices, and our guys were focused and paid attention to assignments, and they're well coached. We got a good staff, and I think they prepared these guys for this game. And I hope we're learning how to handle preparation for the next game. Certainly our guys are excited. We're in a position we hadn't been in before since I've been here, and we got to handle it the right way, and realize that there are a lot of things that we did today that potentially will get us beat down the road, and we've got to improve those things. So, I ask our guys to have humility and to self-evaluate and see what they can do better, and recognize that it's not criticism, it's education. We're trying to help you be the best you can be, and you got to listen and learn and take what these coaches tell you so you can improve. And we're going to have to get better. We'll have to get better next week to beat UTEP and continue to improve as we go through the year.
Go ahead, Ken.
Coach, on the turnovers that the defense created, you had a forced fumble by James Nactigal, and Kalen Hope blocked a punt, and Jeremy Timpf had an interception. How important is it that you get those turnover plays?
Those are they're really big when you can keep them off the board. If they're down there on, we got our backs to the wall, and you can turn the thing around with getting the ball back. It makes such a big difference. It really. They drive the ball and get it all the way down there, and they're getting ready to score, and you take the ball away. Big play. It's a big play emotionally for the team as well. And when you can get a turnover in their territory, which we did, and we got the last field goal on the punt block. Those are big plays. Those are ones that can send send a team kind of reeling and wondering, hey, do we have a chance to get this done? And I think those all came at the right time. They were really important interceptions and fumble recoveries and punt blocks, and that we stopped some momentum and got it back from them.
John, go ahead.
Coach, I know we talked about it before. I'm sure we'll talk about it again. But playing the Army brand of football, doing well in the run game, and forcing turnovers on defense, it's obviously been important in these last two victories. Specifically today, how important was that to get this victory? Focus on the run and stop the game defensively.
Well, winning breeds winning, and it's a lot easier to come in here and correct mistakes and have it be well received by the players when we win, and there'll be a lot to correct, but there was a lot we did good, and there's a lot we're going to be able to praise those guys for, and we'll have a good bunch of highlights to say, hey, this is the way we need to do it, and we did it right, and to be able to run the ball effectively like we did and control the ball. I don't mean control the clock, just control the ball and be able to not give them as many opportunities with it is key, and then stopping the run. As effective as they are throwing the football, and he did a really nice job. He completed some good passes and hit some big plays. And we were able to stop him from running the football. And when you can do that and force a team to be one-dimensional, I think it's an advantage for the defense.
Do you have any initial thoughts on starting off 2-0? Obviously, it's only 2 games. Jeremy said before you're out here, you guys could easily go and lose the next 10. But you have won the first 2 to start the season, something that hasn't been done in a couple decades. Do you have any thoughts or feelings on that?
Other than the fact that I think our guys, are playing really hard and playing together, playing with great effort, and that's the reason we found ourselves 2-0. And you got to execute, and we found a way to do that. We found a way to execute in all phases well enough to win. Something that we came close to doing a year ago, and just weren't quite able to make enough plays to make that happen last year. But I think this is a byproduct of what we've been building for the last 3 seasons, and I think our attitude is good. These guys are hungry. They want to win. They're receptive to coaching. I think our team understands that we're not going to win on talent. We're not going to just come trotting out there and we're going to have a more talented football team. We're going to be really big or really fast or really athletic, and people are going to cower in our shadow. We're going to have to go and play hard and play tough and play together, and I think they're doing that. If we continue to do that, we'll give ourselves a chance. But there's a lot we need to do better, and I think our guys are humble enough to realize that, and I think they'll work hard to do it.
Go ahead, Ken.
Coach, just watching some of your young offensive players, they seem to be growing in front of us. Ahmad Bradshaw and Andy Davidson, even Jordan Asbury. These young players have really grown from last year to this year. Is that just a product of the coaching and the hard work that they put in? Well,
They're physically more developed than they were than when they got here, for sure. I mean, I think guys like Asbury and Tyler Campbell and Christian Drake didn't play today, but played last week. He was dinged up a little bit. Andy Davidson. Look over on the other side, guys like Regan and Nautigal and Kalen Holt and that whole class. I mean, they were freshmen last year. A lot of them had just, been in high school the year before. Several at our prep school, but just the transformation of their bodies and the great job that Coach Karen and the strength staff have done to develop our team. I think physically they're more prepared, and we got more guys like that. But I don't know. I didn't count last week, and I'd count today, but you can probably count on one hand the guys that were playing a significant amount of offense and defensive snaps that were freshmen. And last year that was a lot different. And look, Kenneth Brinson, what a different body he's got. He just looks like a different player, and more developed, stronger, and I think he'll continue to improve. And having guys like that are sophomores that are playing, that gives us a lot of room for improvement.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.